Smile in your face. The whole time they want to take your place. If you fall off with somebody and they start telling your secrets, they was never your partner. What's up, Jordan Downs? Y'all already know the deal, man. Y'all tuned in to Grape Street TV. And today this reaction gonna be done on American Cholo and Sonny Boy, the smile in your face. The whole time they want to take your place, the backstabbers. They both biased and they both racist, but they both pointing the finger at each other. So we gonna break it down to the very last compound. It ain't that much fun when the rapper got the gun, right? So if you ain't hit that like or that subscribe button yet, that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when I drop these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all already know the deal with me, man. Listen, tap in. Now that I got y'all attention, we finna break this reaction down to the very last compound. And it's a lot of people that's gonna be around here parading for these dudes because, these are their followers and their subscribers, but everything I spit is facts. I broke American Cholo down on the last one, I broke it down to y'all. So, I told y'all I was gonna watch more videos and dig a little deeper and, figure out why this dude is so racist and always using the N-word when he speak of, colored people, black folks, and that's fact. So we're gonna tap into this clip right here, then we're gonna zero back in on the situation and break this racist coward down to his very last compound. And that's facts. Tap in.
Of you, Sonny, was, and do you or do you not still do this? I don't know if you've changed the last 8 months. You used to be here all the time dissing different neighborhoods. You used to diss neighborhoods from Burbank. You used to diss neighborhoods from Glendale. You even dissed my neighborhood one time in front of me. So to me, that was like, wait a minute, this was starting to diss hood. So did you or did you not diss neighborhoods here? And I would tell you, hey, dude, don't do that kind of shit.
Yes, I did.
Would you or not say the N-word ER about black people here? And I would say, Sonny, don't say shit like that.
Yes, I did.
There's one.
So there you have it. It's like Sonny Boy, he's racist as well, but he's like on the raise to where he want to tear down American Cholo. But at the end of the day, these two dudes should be tore down together. And that's facts. They built that, that empire. And like he said, Sonny Boy was saying like, once his views got up and all that, he changed on everybody. Like he started, chasing clout. And that's basically what this dude is doing, but he's exposing himself as he talk more and more and more. Like we passed the racist shit and now it's like he on some backstabbing shit. He doing his own people in. And that's facts. Tap into him a little bit more of this clip.
Let's keep going. The handball tournament, Sonny. It pissed me off when you were going around saying that the reason your channel, you're not bringing stuff to it, when some guy made a comment and you think everybody in the comment section talking shit to you is me trolling you, and it's not. You sat there and said, oh, I spent so much money on the American Cholo show that's why I'm... Sonny, the only thing you ever brought was 3 pounds of meat and beer in the whole time you were here. I never asked you for money. You're always complaining that you don't have money. So I never...
Like I said, when you cool with somebody and y'all fall off and all your secrets come out, that's how you know they was flawed. And what you can see right now, they don't get along. So they throwing everything they did for each other or everything they know about each other at each other. Mark shit, whole type shit. That's facts. Tap into a little more. Don't break it down.
Even if you did, I don't want it. And I'm glad because you threw, I've never had anybody in my life say, hey, I brought carne asada to a thing. So what else do I owe you here that you bought or put into the show that nobody else knows? Because you seem to say you brought all kind of shit over here.
Nothing.
So why would you say that I was holding you back and you spent all this money on the show?
I didn't say you spent all that money on the show. I said I put money into your show.
What money?
For your guest.
What much?
Yes. Water, sodas, not a lot of money.
But you even see how small-minded Sonny Boy is. Water, sodas, like that's like normal things. Like when I'm out with my partners and we stop at the store, like I'm gonna ask them if they want something. We gonna get that off top. Whoever go in the store gonna pay for it. Like that's normal things. But we gonna get up in this and we gonna break it down. And I'm gonna show you how these two racist cowards are, throwing each other under the bus. And that's facts.
So you don't see anything wrong hanging around with youngsters throwing up the hood?
No,
You think that's a good role model?
you're forgetting one point.
Should it?
That was a music video.
What? No, that was after the music video. What was the name of the music video?
Never lacking, and it was during the music video.
It was called Never Lacking because you always got a strap and you.
Okay, let me break something down to you. So these guys, quote unquote, supposedly got a, positive platform to where, you trying to tell people don't gay bang straight to youth a different way. But at the end of the day, we find you old as, Sonny Boy is inside of a music video called Never Lacking. And you already know what it's about. They throwing up they set, they throwing up the ops with the middle finger, like a lot of people contradict themselves. Like they want to be positive and speak up like they some type of speakers, but they running around on the streets still doing what we trying to tell the youth not to do. And that's facts. But tap in, we gonna break it down.
Banging. So I find it funny how you sit there and all the time criticize me for being this negative guy, but you're at a music video with the homies that say never lacking a strap, throwing up the big E, carnal. How can you not see the hypocrisy in that, Sonny?
Okay, so what's your point? Keep going.
Okay,
Please.
let's keep
You can
going.
bring it up all you want. I already told you how I felt, that I don't see anything wrong with it and what it was.
Okay, no problem, homie.
Okay. That's called still young in the mind. Like illiterate. If you look at Sonny Boy, it looks like, he's not all there, like far as being an OG. Like he don't see nothing wrong with it. Being a positive speaker to the youth, to the people, for your folks, and you standing up doing what you telling them not to do. He don't see nothing wrong with it. That should let you know a lot right there. These guys are exposing each other. These are the racist podcasters that throw racial slurs out there to black folks. Coward stuff. But this is what they do. We're gonna tap back in. We're gonna continue breaking this down.
Fucking with me when you figured out in your mind that I was confused. That's when you should have stopped fucking with me.
Okay, that's
Not,
fine. That's the way you want to look at it, that's fine.
not after you and fucking American Cholo go at it.
Man.
You should have stopped fucking with me years
Arguing.
before.
Okay, so now,
I should have never have met Gil because you should have stopped fucking with me because you think I'm confused.
you know what, boo-boo?
Go ahead.
You can say what you want. People are going to think what they want.
I don't give a
That's
fuck.
not my choice to protect you.
I don't give a fuck what people think.
Okay,
I care
that's
what
fine.
I care what
Okay.
you're my fucking homeboy.
I don't,
Neighborhood.
look
And
at,
we
we're
shouldn't-
from the same neighborhood.
and we shouldn't even be fighting because our youngsters are watching this right now. And we're
So it takes them to keep throwing each other under the bus. So I guess, Sonny Boy and the other one is from the same neighborhood, not American Cholo, but, they all sitting there putting their 3 cents in and throwing each other under the bus. And at the end of the day, these two dudes are homeboys from the same neighborhood. They got the same hood. They could go link up at. I'm sure they got each other number because they from the same neighborhood and on the same podcast. It lets you know they chasing clout. You could have did this in a private area, but you're gonna come on here and do this and make your culture look bad. That's facts. Okay, so we're gonna tap into another clip. This them on the podcast, like Sonny Boy, American Cholo, they chopping it up like to where you could tell that it's hatred towards the black people because at the end of the day, they complaining about, black folks getting paid, from the slave days and all that, but tap in and listen to the hatred and the laughter that they giving out.
those young raza who want to believe that, you better turn your TV, brother. You better turn your radio
What do you
back.
think about these black lives matter that they want to be paid for being what is this?
See, every time he say something and it's involving like the blacks and the brown, like you see, he like this is to the Rasa. If you listening to this, change the channel, like basically like, talking about the black folks receiving money.
Reparations.
Oh,
Yeah, there.
Oh, you talking about? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina.
Yes.
But it was
What?
it was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it. So
Yeah, and that's what we, the Raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody get reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first.
So there you have it. Like, I can see the hatred. Like, people could get on here and jump in the comments and say, no, everybody just looking out for their folks, their people. But at the end of the day, why try to step on the next race and feel like you should be entitled to some money before some other folks? It doesn't matter. Why not say protest so we could get it next? So we could get it. You can see the hatred. Like, I see right through it. Let's tap into some more of this.
We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group, dog? This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
because right now they've got the white people with so much guilt. It was your parents. And it goes.
Now it's like it turns into a joke for him. It's like, if you don't see that when you watch his podcast, something is wrong. You see, I never really watched him like that. I ran into a few of his videos, but this was before people start putting him on blast and letting us know that he was racist. I kind of looked into a few, and I didn't really see it because I wasn't watching this podcast. So now that I watch it, like far as analyzing it and looking for, the racism in them, I see it. And that's facts. We're gonna listen to a little more. Then we're gonna break this coward down to the very last compound.
Back to this. That would be like me going back and talking about, hey, fool, you busted on my homie. You tell me, hey, but then
No, that wouldn't even be like that.
it's no, but
That's not even close.
Why?
It'd be like, hey, fool, your great grandfather busted on my great grandmother.
But that's what I'm getting at with that. Our stuff with our war wasn't that long ago. So if they can bring something up from 200 years ago, shit, this should be worse. In other words, there should be
Let's get down.
there should-
Our war was like this shit.
1800s?
there should be no peace and gangs. Right
Okay,
now.
let's rush it. Run it.
It's like, why not just take the game and run with it and try to receive your end instead of saying we want to protest and say, we should get money first. Like, that's envy and hate. Like, I can see it. Like, this dude is a good manipulator. He done said all kind of stuff. I got a black grandchild, whatever. He throws the N word around way too much for him, to say that he's not racist. And you can't call that just standing up for your people, your folks, not throwing another race under the bus. And that's facts. He got all this to say about black folks, but he don't want them saying, the N word and rapping like black folks, talking like black folks, acting like black folks. That's what he say. But the N word always slips out when he talk. It's like you trying to teach people to do something that you present to them. And here goes another little small clip of him saying the N word. He didn't catch himself.
Shots at me like I'm this nigga. Man, fool, look who you hanging with, carnal.
What did you just say?
I said,
Yeah, you did.
oh, jeez.
You just said that word.
Yeah, I did, Sonny. I did. I said, you like I'm this nigga. Man, fool, shots at me like I'm...
Now, y'all see, like I say, this dude is a hypocrite, biased, a backstabber, and racist. Now him and Sonny Boy not seeing eye to eye and they throwing each other under the bus. That's like people receive DPs, you know, that's involved in the gang culture or speaks on the gang culture and, you know, run around acting like that. Like the two dudes, they from the same neighborhood. Y'all on the internet throwing each other under the bus. Talk about racism, like throwing the N-word around. That should let you know a lot. These dudes is frauds. These dudes is lame. And I peep gang. That's facts. So, you know, since he running around calling black folks out on what they do, putting his nose where it don't belong, like, how about we just keep digging and digging and finding his videos and exposing him for who he really is? Because that's on the agenda. Because as I watch, he's like a good type person that likes to cover things up, but he done said a lot. And I'm sure it's a lot more out there. It's just a lot of people weren't paying attention to those type of things, you know, back then. But this reaction gonna come to an end, and I'll be back with another reaction. I said last time, it's facts. So if you ain't hit that like or that subscribe button yet, that's what you need to be doing. But if not, y'all already know the deal with me, man. I'm gonna bust y'all across y'all head with some knowledge every time, man, straight up. And make sure y'all hit that bell for all notifications. So when I drop these reactions right here, they pop up on your timeline like the chicken pox. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all already know the deal with me, man. Listen, tap in.